Well, this is gonna suck.
My commentating would be more like the actual, like, like when they have Xfinity Series or Truck Series broadcast, well, like in real life, and it's like
Like the
Ryan
drivers
Blaney, Kevin, like,
broadcasting.
yeah, because I actually do race a
Yeah.
different league, and I'm trying out for this league next season in the trucks when they start their next season up.
Uh, Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas Speedway for the running of the Winston Cup League Xfinity Series. Here we go. I believe we are going green flag. Yes, we are. Green flag
Yep.
in the air at Kansas Speedway. Number 24, I believe, is on the pole. Not quite sure who that is. I believe it's Flat Cole here, and they're taking the field into turn one.
I feel like they might put down to do a pace lap, maybe not, I don't know. Um, Actually, no, they're not. Okay.
No, this is the actual race.
Okay. They may have been taking a pace lap to get in order because that's what we have to do. I know they used to have to do that. 24 just got passed by like 3 cars. I can't really tell.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the number 24 car is getting passed by multiple people here. Let's go through the field. We'll see where everybody is running. Excuse me if I make mistakes in positions and stuff, because unfortunately NASCAR Heat 4 does not give us any indication of positions or lap times or anything of that matter, so hopefully they come out with something like that in NASCAR Heat 5. But right now, the 00 car looked like he was trying to take two drivers 3 wide, but they got back into position here. The
May I
number
have an invite
52
so I can
car,
see too?
52 car is here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if it goes out. I'm trying to invite my co-host here. There we go. There we go. Got
Alright,
it.
I got it.
It didn't want to do it at first. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, about the cutout of the stream. It's for privacy reasons. Here we go. I'm not quite sure what lap they're on, but
They
let's
oh
try.
dang it, he's got it on like a leaderboard right now, I can't tell. When they get back to the green, the start finish line, I can tell you how many laps are left. And the stage. They have 41 laps to go in stage 1.
Alright, 41 laps to go in stage 1. Let's try to get a track on the leader here.
I
Not
can't tell
quite
who it
sure
is.
who
Jared
it
is running
is.
second. It's Sparkly Marker in the lead with Jared in second. Lippert is running third, but
Our
right beside him is Flat Colton, or however you pronounce that. Little Uzi is in fifth, and Lippert has made a pass for second.
Alright, Sparkly Marker here in first, showing what he can do to the rest of the drivers in this field.
That's a
I
beautiful
expect this
32
race
car.
to... Yes, it is. I expect this race to go somewhat caution-free due to the fact that it is a 1.5-mile track and not a lot of cautions happen here. So we will see once pit strategies come into effect what will happen to some of these drivers with position orders in this race. Now, with you being in another league, and I'm sure that you've raced at this track numerous times, what would you say is the hardest thing for these drivers here at Kansas?
Probably trying to get people out of their racing groove to make a pass, because everybody's going to try to run that top line if they can. It is the fastest line at Kansas, and it is definitely hard to move people out of that line because it's very hard to make passes on that low line. It's very slow compared to that high line. I mean, I haven't raced it with my league, of course, but the high line is the preferred line. I don't think we have it in our league schedule. I don't know all the races, but I missed a couple races, so... But it is definitely going to be hard to make passes on that low line. Unless people send it into
That
the
is
corner.
no problem with your scheduling and stuff like that if you haven't raced with your league. All the fans need to know at home is that it will be hard pass people here at Kansas if you're on the low line. So we will see how these drivers attempt to pass each other. Right now, Sparkly Marker is still in the lead.
We have some people racing hard in midfield. Zachary made a crossover on, I couldn't tell who it was. It was a black and gold car, and it looks like they're a little bit off the pace. I can't tell who it is. I'm gonna check through the field to see who it is. It is...
Oh, we had contact between the 88 car and I couldn't see who it was, but they made a little bit of contact. One got into the wall, but the race is still green and no caution has flied.
The field definitely looks a lot more spread out now than they definitely... It may not be as many cautions.
And that's what I was saying earlier in this race broadcast is, you know, with the field being spread out at, you know, a mile and a half track. Sorry, lost my words there. You know, it is definitely not going to be a caution-filled race as we see 88 trying to... I'm not quite sure. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure that this is the right number. I'm sorry, it's the 82 car here trying to fall back in line. Or 28.
The 37
As you
looks
can
like
tell,
he's off the pace. Really bad. He is falling fast.
Meanwhile, out in front, we have two drivers fighting for the lead here. It looks like
Sparkly
Flat Colton and Sparkly Marker here battling for the lead. They're both going on that high line that you said would probably happen for most of the race here, as it is the preferred line. Let's see here at this
some
first...
drivers, it looks like they will be pitting soon because Libert has a tire warning on his car. So it looks like he's got about 20% left on his tires. And we might see pit stops coming in soon.
Here we go for the first place battle. Flat Colton trying to take the lead from Sparkly Marker, and he does successfully. Wow, what a move.
Midnight Peak down pit road.
Alright, let's go back in the pack here and see what's going on. The 52 car and the 00 car, it looks like they're having a battle. The 00 car is all on 71's behind. Not quite sure what's happening there, but it looks like an intense battle here at Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, might come off a little bit of a tense battle because that 00 has really worn out tires. He's got 12% on one tire.
Alrighty, so he will probably most likely be coming down pit road pretty soon here at Kansas Speedway.
Probably in the next. In
fact, Midnight Peak just came down pit road. He is going back onto the racetrack, so he has already made his green flag pit stop here.
I think his call was probably trying to save some tire wear and fuel, because that's probably why he was falling back.
Alrighty, we got some other
00
cars here.
Until the other one is like sale car.
Yeah. It looks like Sparkly Marker and possibly Flat Colton is teaming up here. It looks like they're trying to bump draft and stuff. Indeed they are. They are coming down pit road right now. The leader has hit pit road. Oh! A car goes around entering pit road. Not sure what happened there. That is a big mistake here at Kansas Speedway. That will ultimately hurt a driver here in the first stage. Couldn't tell who it was, but they did spin around coming to the entrance of pit road. Alrighty. We got cars heading back on the track here at Kansas Speedway trying to indicate who the leader is. I'm not quite sure.
I really cannot see either. The leader just hit pit road though.
Alrighty.
Now there's a lead change. Car slow in turn 3. I think maybe coming down pit road. Or spun out, I don't know.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We do have cars coming back onto the racetrack here at Kansas Speedway. Not quite sure how many laps are left of this stage, but for that car that's
caution! Caution may be coming out. A few cars just wrecked. Huge wreck.
Oh my!
Huge wreck.
Big wreck at Kansas
Caution is
Speedway,
out.
and indeed, the caution is out here at Kansas
Your
Speedway.
leader.
Well,
I can't see who the leader is. Libert running 9th. He looks like he's about to pit because he got into the wreck. I couldn't tell who got all and who else is involved. It looks like the 78, 28, the 37. I can see have damage from the wreck. I couldn't tell who else was in the wreck. I think it may have been that 32 car. Yeah,
and we're not quite sure what caused the wreck here, ladies and gentlemen, at Kansas Speedway, but it's definitely have damaged some of these drivers' cars and possibly may impact their finishing order here at the race. Here we go. They're fixing to restart here. Not quite sure who the leader is, trying to get up there for you.
It's a 71.
The 71 is taking them to the green flag. Here we go. We're back underway here at Kansas Speedway.
It is Cross Me Daddy. That's the 71. With the 24 on his outside. Surprised that 24 did not get a good run and is losing time. There's the run. He's going to get a good run off that corner with the back bumper of the leader.
Here we go. 24. Is he going to try to pass the 71 for the lead? It doesn't look like it just yet. I believe he's trying to get a run here to pass our leader.
Oh, he gives him a bump.
Here we go. A little bump there in the back. Let's see what happens here, if the 24 can get around him or not. It doesn't look like it. They may be teammates. They may be trying to draft around this track to get away from the pack. Not quite sure, though.
Neither one of us know, because I don't know the teams. No, they have teams, just don't know the teams.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're expecting a expert commentary here, this is not the place. Because NASCAR Heat 4 doesn't give us the right tools in order to see what's what here.
It looks like
24 all on the 71's bumper, trying everything he can to take the lead.
Pack racing about 10th or so. It looks like one of the cars is lagging. I can't tell who it was. It's not Midnight Pink. It is Boost something. I can't read it.
Here we go. 71 just lost the lead. Not sure what happened. I believe, is it the 90 car that's behind the 24? I'm not quite sure, but they just blew right past the 71 for the lead. 71,
it looks like he's a little bit off the pace. Because here comes the 32 to his outside.
Alrighty. Trying to get up there to those leaders so that y'all can see the action. Here we go. Flat Colt in the lead at the moment. It is the 90 car, I believe, is behind the 24. They have separated from the pack. So if they can keep their momentum up, this will be good for them coming towards the end of stage 1.
The 71 is racing people hard to keep his positions.
How many laps do we have here for the stage?
Do not know because they are on the backstretch, but once they cross the finish line, I can give you the number.
Alrighty.
Because he still has it on the leaderboard.
The 24 is still maintaining the lead here at Kansas Speedway, and quite frankly, he may be one of the cars to beat here.
They have 19 laps to go.
Alrighty, you heard it from my co-host. 19 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway for stage 1. But like I was saying, Flat Colt he put on a show for the Cup race this past Monday night at Chicagoland, and he ended up not winning because he, I believe, was involved in an accident on pit road. So tonight he may be trying to redeem himself here in the Xfinity Series here at Kansas. So we will see what happens as this race goes on, but for right now he is maintaining that lead in front of the 90 car. Not quite sure who that is.
I'll take a look for you.
Meanwhile, we have a big
Scurry.
stack up. We have a big stack up here racing. The 00 car is going in the middle of everybody, racing hard. So as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, here at this cutoff race at Kansas Speedway, it is definitely a position race. Here we go. Oh, there's a little contact. A car got sent into the wall.
Somebody's
Not
down pit
quite
road.
sure. Not quite sure what happened there. There's somebody down pit road. A bunch of crazy stuff here happening at Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, that second place car is Scurry MVP in that 90 car.
Alrighty. Oh, Scurry MVP. He just hit the grass. I don't know if he lost a little bit going into the turn, but he's still right behind your leader, Flat Colt. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of something in my throat. But as you can tell here, the drivers are putting all they can into this race since it's a cutoff race, and quite frankly, some of these drivers, even if they are racing good, they may not make it due to how many points behind they are.
Another car is down pit road.
Alrighty, it looks like they may be
are.
making green flag pit stops here coming towards the end of the stage. Not quite sure how many laps they got. 14 laps, alright. Alrighty, 14 laps to go in stage 1. So you're definitely going to see some drivers pitting again before the stage. I would like to see if there's going to be any drivers trying to hold off until the end of the stage. Most likely not, but you never know. Somebody may try.
Oh, they cannot. They have 5 laps to go on fuel.
Alrighty. Still following your two leaders here, Flat Colton and Scurry MVP. Both 1-2, so we'll see what their pit strategies are here coming to the end of the stage, as they are quite low on fuel.
.42 is slow on the 24 is slow on the track.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening there. He may be entering pit road. No, he's not, because he's behind. So now Scurry MVP has taken the lead here at Kansas. Let's go back into the pack to see what's happening. Mr. Slide Job doing an incredible job here at Kansas Speedway. He also raced in the Cup race last Monday night at Chicagoland, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wins this thing tonight. He actually won the race at Chicagoland last Monday, so he's definitely a strong car here coming into the next stages.
10 laps to go.
10 laps to go here in stage 1. A lot of cars pitting, using their pit strategies. Not quite sure if Slide Job has pitted yet or not. There's no way of telling. But we will definitely see here as we are concentrated on Mr. Slide Job here as he goes through the turns here at Kansas Speedway.
I think Scurry's going to have to pit this lap. He is about to blow a tire.
Zachary is coming down pit road here, so as we've said multiple times before, I'm sorry I cut you off there. What were you saying, partner?
Scurry and Liberate were both pitting too.
Alrighty. Alright, here comes KR2210 down pit road as well. So definitely these drivers are making green flag pit stops here at Kansas Speedway for the running of the Kansas Lottery 300. Brought to you by the Winston Racing League Xfinity Series. Alrighty, KR2210 just got done with his pit stop. It looked like everything was clean, and he will be coming back on the track here at Kansas Speedway. Let's go through the field. Alright, the number 24 and 28 car, I believe it's Upcountry Bullet in the 28 car, is battling with Flat Colton. It looks like they're drafting of some kind, or maybe the 24 car is just trying to move him out of the way. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have eyes on Sparkly Marker here. He's moving up through the field in his number 32 Chevy in that beautiful car. He's right behind the 24, so not quite sure how many laps are left in this stage. Hopefully I can get a count, but
6 laps.
alrighty, we got 6 laps here in stage 1, so hopefully there won't be any major cautions here, but you never know. People fighting for those stage points, you know, may try to do something a little bit aggressive, and sometimes when you're aggressive, it can end in some very bad things, or it can end in some very good things. So we will see as the laps are counting down here in stage 1 at Kansas Speedway.
It looks like a big bunch of cars are a lap down.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you for a turn it up here at Kansas Speedway. We will ride with Mr. Slide Job. Here you go. Let's hear these engines purr. Oh, big. There's a wreck on the track. Mr. Slide Job got spun around. So far, there is no caution yet, but oh my. That is definitely bad for Mr. Slide Job here at Kansas Speedway as it's coming down here in stage 1. Alrighty, not sure who the leader here is, but I will get you to them as soon as possible here.
There was a little bit of contact between Scurry and the 71. Oh, car into the wall. I think it was Big Billy Brand.
Do we got eyes on the leader here?
I have no idea, cause the Liberate is in ninth. It last lap in stage 1.
Alrighty, here we go in the final stage of the race. I mean, not final stage, I apologize. Final lap of stage 1 here at Kansas Speedway. Not quite sure who the leader is because unfortunately we don't have the tools or powers to find out, but That is something that I'm begging. A car is around here, but I believe that was the end of the stage as everybody is slowing down. So, not sure what that driver was
Scurry
doing.
MVP won the stage with Cross Me Daddy in second, Flat Colt in third, fourth was Little Uzi, fifth is Johnny, and then sixth back is a lap down.
Alrighty, so as we can see here, pitting is very important here at Kansas Speedway because, as we can tell you, or as my partner just told you, 6 back was a lap down, and it looked like there was only a few cars on the lead lap. But here we go. We're coming for the restart of Stage 2 here at Kansas. Here we go. Green flag in the air for Stage 2 at Kansas Speedway.
The Dad King is out of the race and he has parked it in pit road.
Alrighty, here we go. Flat Colt 24. He's trying to... I'm not sure if he was in the lead and he lost position or if he's trying to fight for the lead, but 52 got all squirrely there on the track, but he got it back together as 24 falls in line.
There's a huge pack about fourth back, running side by side, 3 wide. A little bit of contact between drivers. There's a car in the grass. And there's a car
in the
sideways.
grass. Not. Alrighty, I don't know if a caution's gonna come out or not. It looks like it's still green here at Kansas Speedway.
Pretty sure they have it on relax, so it's gonna be 2 or more cars that cause the caution.
Well, see, in this league, it's something different. They also do manual cautions, so...
Oh, yeah, that's true. We did that in our league too, but we only call manual cautions in the final stage. I don't know about this one. I don't know. I think we may have an idea from them, because Slide Job does run with us and does give us ideas to do.
Alrighty, sorry ladies and gentlemen, if the Twitch does not catch this part of the race, somebody has sent me a message. It's Merkelman sent me a message here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at the race here. A little bit of technical issues here at Kansas Speedway. What's going on, Merkel? I believe you are the third co-commentator here at Kansas. Do you need an invite to the game, sir? Oh, sorry about that, Merkel. I had you muted. Do you need an invite?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it was probably from last race, right?
Oh, wait, wrong thing.
Thank you. Thank you. So, how's the race gone so far?
The race is doing fine. Yes, it's in the second stage, so you've only missed a little bit.
All right, awesome. Are you guys getting updates, or do I need to like be on a call with Slide Job so we can know what lap they're on?
I'd say
mean, if you want to be on a call with him, you can. But I mean, we're watching somebody else's stream for like the laps and stuff.
I'm watching
so.
Okay,
for the
that
laps.
Alrighty. Not sure what's happening in the race here. Jared in the lead? Not sure. Trying to find the leader. I believe
think
it's
still
Scurry MVP.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Scurry,
it's
I
Scurry
think.
MVP 2015 in the lead here at Kansas Speedway here in the second stage. So definitely this will be the stage where drivers are going to start to get a little bit more aggressive. Not as aggressive as in maybe like the final stage, but they're definitely going to try and get good positions for that final stage, I believe, here. So
As you were talking
43
about
car.
that, I saw a very aggressive move by the 32 to pull a slide job on Upcountry Bull.
Number 43 car trying to take the lead away from the 90 car of Scurry. And he looks like he's going to do that, maybe. Yes, here we go. Battle for the lead here. Number 43 and 90 can 43 get around the 90 car. Yes, he can with a little bit of help of slide job, I believe. Oh man, it's getting intense here for the lead position.
Yeah, Jared is probably one of the better 1.5 mile races in Winston Cup as they come across the line. Let's see, who's at ooh, someone's in the wall.
Oh, 90 into the wall here at Kansas Speedway. No caution. Oh, he ran into the wall again. Not quite sure if there's something wrong with his car or it could be lag.
Like a fly right now. It's probably clean air.
Yes.
You know, when you're out in front, you know, you don't really realize it because you're in the game. But I'm telling you, if your car out in clean air, like we saw on Monday night, Team Switch led all of the first stage, and it took him a whole stage to get back to where he was because he was left in the dust by a few drivers.
Ooh.
And you know, we see that Scurry. I bet you Scurry will drop back even a few more positions because he's already in the back of that pack now.
00 is down pit road, and it looked like Scurry hit Upcountry Bullet slightly into the wall coming through
Whoa,
turn
what a
1 and
slide
2.
job by slide job. It's a pretty name. It did not work though.
I guess it's all in the name there. That was
right.
pretty hilarious. Marco, make sure that you have it checked for
I got
your volume. Right. Yeah, okay, good.
And so we have Mikey 0417, which is also flat Colt. He's in lead right now. He's probably one of my favorites for today's race. He won in my league back in October. I believe he won in the Cup Series here. So he's got a history of really good performances at Kansas. He's very consistent, and I would not be surprised to see him win this race today.
Speaking of Cup races, last Monday night at Chicago Speedway, Mr. Slide Job actually took the win there. Surprisingly, but well, maybe not surprisingly, but just wondering if he can continue his success here in the Xfinity Series at Kansas and maybe pull off another win.
Yeah, that was a great race last night. It looks like Uzi's going down pit road, I believe.
Was those two cars spinning down in pit road, or were they just slowing down very slowly?
They were slowing down.
I imagine a lot of cars will come this stop. Uzi tends to go a lap shorter just so he can stay away from everyone. I bet you'll see all the cars coming down pit road this lap. You see Jared go to the bottom. He's probably going to come in.
Yes.
We already had Labor come in and probably about 2 laps or so ago.
Yeah, 3 guys coming
All right,
road.
ladies and gentlemen, I am with Merkelman and Saxy here, commentating this race with me at Kansas. So it is definitely an honor to commentate with you guys. Actually, my first race of commentating was at Chicagoland this past Monday night, so this is my second race here commentating, and it's turned out to be a really good job. It's really fun.
I had your volume on last night. It sounded like you were really enjoying the Cup race. We put on a show, I think, at Chicagoland. We had the front runners for the playoffs, and ultimately Swish and I clinched, and so did the other drivers now in the round of 6 in the Cup.
Yes. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh
I
wow,
for-
3 wide going into that turn, but
I forgot what
that could have
race
been.
was my first race. Broadcasting for Slide Job. He asked me to broadcast for him since he was not able to race, and usually
This
the
is gonna
person
be
that
the.
used to commentate
Sorry,
for
go
him
ahead.
was racing for him.
Oh no! Looks like some cars phase into
Oh.
each other. Sparkling marker and cross. This will be the race off pit road though. Let's see if Mikey can retain the lead. And oh, Uzi goes
Double
flies
zero
right
just
by.
got. Oh, the 90 just held up Upcountry Bullet from making a pass on the double zero.
And Jared slammed into Sparkly marker as Barkley went up the track. I don't know how much damage that gave Jared, but that was not good for Jared or Sparkly.
The first time we had a green flag pit stop, we had a little issue. Somebody coming off a pit road got sideways coming back onto the track and caused probably about a 5-4 car pileup on the backstretch.
Well, looking here back in the back of the track, the number 32 car of Sparkly Marker just went 3 wide with the 71 car and the 43 car. He successfully got around those 2 drivers, but it looked really scary there for a minute.
Yeah, Kansas is so hard to pass, so when you got a chance to pass, you got to take it because unless the car makes a mistake, you just got to sit behind him and go. As we see, oh no, Uzi's having some internet issues. And Mikey, he's going to be fast. I think he'll be able to get him in through right here.
Looks like Libert's a little
I'm
bit
not-
off the pace.
Not quite sure how many laps are left here in this stage, but it's definitely getting competitive here at
And-
Kansas Speedway.
That
I'll
is
tell you
older
in just a
tires
second.
versus newer tires. You know, when we're on 3 times wear, Uzi
We have
pitted 2 laps
23
before
laps.
Mikey. Yeah, so Uzi pitted 2 times before Mikey, or 2 laps before Mikey, and you know, that's the equivalent of 6 laps shorter in the Cup Series. So that can mean the difference between getting flown by or staying up in the front.
Yeah. Especially when it comes down to the end of the
Meanwhile-
race, it's going to be determining the win.
Right.
Well, just looking up a few things on my phone here, you know, some of the drivers that really need to do, that really need to do good here, as I'm looking through. The 3 drivers that are below the cut line is Team Swish, Boots to Ass is 80, and I believe Majestity.
Majestity, yep. We call him Titty.
Majesty, yeah, they are below the cut line, so they don't do well here in this race, then their chances of playoff hopes continuing is just out the window.
Right. I'm not sure if Titty is in this race, and I'm not sure if Swish is either. So.
I don't think either one of them's in here.
Right. So that means it's probably going to be between Boots and whoever's on the cut line. But I think Boots is probably way too far back to even have a chance unless he wins the race.
Yeah, he's running 12th right now.
Yeah. The next
Alrighty,
round.
Well, you heard it from my co-host here about that, and it's definitely getting wild here at Kansas. Can't wait for the final stage.
Oh, a bump from
That's gonna
a
be
Country Bullet into the the double zero.
Mhm.
Put it in the wall.
Righty, looking at FRA Johnny here. He is 2 wide with, I can't see what that car quite is. It's the 12 car.
That'll be
Not
Uzi.
sure what position
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
they
Boots to
are.
Asses. Excuse me.
Alrighty, well, they are racing very hard, 2 by 2. Not sure what position they are. There is nobody around them.
Yeah, they probably better
Yeah,
get a move on. It looks like they're about half a lap down. So, I mean, they need to get back in line because right now they're losing a ton of time going side by side.
Well, I mean, 7th back is a lap down.
Oh wow, so 7-2 last place. They're all a lap down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Since
wow.
they've got their lap back at the end of the stage.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I
Oh,
was
Sparky
talking
at the
about.
wall. Sparky's in the wall again. Oh no. Oh no, wreck off of 4. Let's see if this will be a caution.
Is that
Caution.
gonna pull out the
That's a
caution?
caution. That's a caution.
Caution is
Oh,
out.
slide job sideways.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh,
Jared,
just looks like,
he might be the one getting this lap back up. No, he's based on people pitting. Well, most everybody's probably going to pit for the end of the stage. It looks like Jared might be the one getting a lap back.
Oh, so Jared was a lap down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Jared
interesting.
is the first car lap down.
Okay.
that is very unfortunate. I'm not quite sure if Slide Job was involved in that wreck or if he wrecked
yes.
separately, but
He was involved.
he was involved. Here we go. Not quite sure how many laps are left in
Why is
stage
there a car
2.
mid?
What is that
There's
green
a
car?
What is that 16 doing?
Oh my lord.
That
NASCAR
just
heat,
messed up.
ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like he
NASCAR Heat. Yeah, he quit, and he just about messed up the whole field here as they come to green here in stage
quit. Yeah,
2.
Jared got his lap back.
Alright, now that Jared's
Flat
got his
Cullen making
lap
a
back,
run
I
for the
would-
lead.
Oh,
Oh,
32
that
got
bumper.
slammed into the wall.
Man,
He
what
got
a...
it back together, but oh, they're still getting a lot of contact
Oh,
here,
double
going 3
onto the
wide,
wall.
going into turn.
What an
Oh,
ugly
my.
couple laps for Sparkly Market. He needs to calm his horses down here.
It may not be him, it may be the guys that are around him, but it looks like everything's going good right now.
Yeah, Kansas restarts are so crazy because you're trying so hard to get up to that top line.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. The top line is the preferred line.
It's so weird that this is pretty much the only track in NASCAR Heat 4 that you have to run the top line. There's no other way around it. If you run the low line, you're going to go back, especially if there's a freight train. And that's the top line's also key because you'll get a good draft in here, especially on the backstretch. You'll see the 24 Mikey catch all the way up to cross probably by the end of the straightaway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do the honors of doing a turn it up here at Kansas Speedway. Let's see if I can find a driver. All right, we'll go with Scurry MVP here for a turn it up here at Kansas Speedway. Enjoy. Man, I tell you what, these engines here in NASCAR Heat 4, if there's anything that you can say good about this game, is the engine sound quality. They did a really good job in that department.
Definitely
sure
a big
did.
upgrade from Heat 3.
Ooh, I think Mikey actually put the 71 across me daddy in the wall there on the last lap, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw that too. Him and Flat
Ooh,
got
they're
together a little bit off that corner.
They're like 2x2, a couple of cars behind them.
And I tell you what, I'm watching this battle here, the 90 car 43, and it looked like the 00 behind him with the 78 and the 52 in front. They are really having a good battle here, and it's getting a little crazy here at Kansas during stage 2.
Oh, Liberty in the wall.
Do we have the exact lap count?
I will get it to you in just a second. We have 8 laps to go. Sorry, I was gonna say 9. 8 laps.
All right.
All right, 8 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway for stage 2. I tell you what, the pit strategy has been interesting for this entire race. Can't wait to see what it's going to be in stage 3, because that's the stage where you can ultimately say, you know, or will ultimately determine the winner, obviously.
Big contact between the 1943 and the 00.
Yeah, the 1943 have been going at it for the past couple laps. Jared's trying to stay at the bottom, but he cannot get around Scurry.
Yeah, he slid up on Scurry and then hit Willard a little bit.
I am
Man.
actually riding along with Scurry here, and I see what you guys are seeing here in that battle with the 43 and 90 car.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
quite
watching
sure
two
who the
screens
leader
at
is.
once.
It's
It's
I
Flat
believe
Colt.
it's, yeah, Mikey.
I've got two drivers up right now. I've got Flat Colt and I'm watching Scurry. I'm at Libert's stream. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Mikey and Across Me Daddy have pulled away. They're cruising.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they're planning to pass each other anytime soon. And look at that strategy. If they just stick to each other's bumpers, they're gonna run away. And that is what you want to do if you're a leader or in the top few cars.
Oh.
You want to run away from the pack.
Did you say it was Flat Coal and Cross Me Daddy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Black Colt also goes by Mikey. That was his name when he started the year off, so I'll occasionally call him Mikey. If you guys ever hear me say Mikey, I'm referring to the 24 Flat Colt.
Yep.
Alrighty, like you said, they are pulling away from the pack. They don't look like they're going to pass each other anytime soon. And I
The
was
90
talking
car in the
about
wall.
earlier, at Chicagoland, there was a lot of teammate action going on because that was a track that you can draft at. Not sure if it's the same here at Kansas, but it looks like they are working together and not trying to race each other hard. If any of the viewers at home were watching my broadcast at Chicagoland, I actually made a point to where if you race hard, it not only allows the cars behind you to catch up, but it can definitely, if you're in the middle of the pack, you won't be able to catch the leaders either.
Yeah, especially at these 1.5 miles tracks with a lot of draft. Remember on Monday night we were at Chicagoland and I was racing for the lead, and me and Jared were actually stuck too wide for probably 2 laps, and all of a sudden 3 other cars came up to us and passed. At least they passed me. Jared was able to stay up, but if I would have just stuck to Jared's back and not tried to get for the lead, we probably could have kept running away from the other guys. And I think that's
You know
what
what
these
I'm
guys are
kind of
doing.
wondering here, Merkel, is do you think the 71 car will try to pass him coming to the end of this stage?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if he's a little annoyed that Mikey put him in the wall earlier. I doubt that was intentional. It's just what happens at Kansas, but I don't think he really wants to just let Mikey win the stage. Cross is a phenomenal racer. I enjoy racing with him, so I would like to see him or Mikey win the stage. They're both good racers.
We have one lap to go on stage.
All right,
And
here
this
we
is the
go.
last
I guess
lap.
we'll find out here what happens if this is the last lap here in stage 2 at Kansas Speedway. Here we go. The 71 trying to go for the bottom. Can't quite get there. Can't pass him just quite yet, and they're coming to the stripe, and it looks like Colt is going to win.
Yeah, man, it looked like Cross could have had a chance, but he did not have the runoff too that he wanted. He was a car
Hi,
and a half length back, and that you just cannot pull the side job unless you're side by side with them.
Yeah. Well,
We had a
as
little
we're
bit of
going
issue
into
at the end of the
stage
stage.
3, as we're going into stage 3 here, guys, who do you think will, I want y'all to pick the top 3 drivers that y'all think could possibly win this race, and maybe tell the viewers at home a little bit what their strategies could be.
So I think my number one is probably gonna be Mikey. I think he's a phenomenal 1.5 mile racer. He won at Kansas in the Cup Series. He won in Kansas in my old league. He's very talented in Kansas. He doesn't make mistakes, and he just won stage 2. So I would not be surprised to see him, Cross Me Daddy, and maybe even let's put Side Job, Jared, or Sparkley up there. They're all really good, and I would not be surprised to see any of them up there.
All right, green flag in stage 3, the final stage here at Kansas Speedway.
And immediately, Cross gets right behind Mikey. And I think they like
They
that
may
strategy.
have a little bit. Yeah, they may be having a little bit of teamwork here, or either he's trying to pay him back for him running him into the wall, but, you know.
Double Zero
Well,
was
Whoa,
sure
it
gets
looked
in the
like
Tracy out
somebody
before.
went down way low.
Double Zero was
Yeah,
in
it
the wall.
is
Somebody
not
in the
nice.
grass.
It sucks to get loose off of 4 here, because especially on the restarts.
Yeah, especially if some of these drivers are running with, it's a lot harder to save, in my opinion.
I've actually kind of found it better here commentating. It's good to just keep your camera on the leader because it shows all the cars coming around the turns, and it looks the most realistic to an actual NASCAR race.
Ooh,
Oh,
Jared with
who's
the
that
slide
just
job.
took the lead? Oh, it didn't work though. 24 back up, and he reclaims the lead.
Nah, this is going to stack up the
There you
rest of the field. Because Jared went right in front of everyone.
I was
But
going to
hey,
say
this
Jared
is...
was one of my favorites to see the win this race because he had to go from the back of the pack to get up to where he is now because he was in 7th. And he had to start behind everybody in the beginning of the stage, and he's up there running in the top.
Yeah, and remember, we still got like 100 laps left in this race, so that could be anything from practice. Now he knows what he can do, coming off of 1 and 2 to Mikey, and maybe he can use it later in the race and try and do a better job of actually blocking him, especially if this is on the last lap. He knows he can do it if he does it right.
That's the one thing that, you know, I'm glad you said that. If anybody watched the Daytona race earlier this year, or any Daytona race, one of the drivers that don't really admire, but he is a cool driver to watch, and he'll do it multiple times, Denny Hamlin. When he tries something, he does it sometimes for practice in early races, and you know, sometimes it pays off there in the final laps, you know. Unfortunately, Ryan Newman had to pay the price. But, you know, talk about drivers in real life that actually, that actually try to do something before they can actually do it. That's what that reminded me of as, you know, that one car did that slide job.
We had a bunch of cars have a little issue off of turn 3, and I couldn't remember what it was. Somebody was in the wall, somebody was in the grass, and somebody was sideways coming off the corner.
Well,
So Mikey-
obviously, no caution has been thrown, so we are still green flag here at Kansas Speedway.
Well, Mikey is starting to run away, but unless these cars behind him do not work together, I can't imagine they'll be up there for long. You know, they can. It's a lot easier to draft on this track than you think, and if they work together, especially Jared and Cross, they can probably get in this draft in a few laps.
I've talked to some drivers, you know, outside of the league and stuff, and sometimes they'll call Kansas the Daytona of 1.5 mile tracks. So I don't know if that holds any water here, but yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like here. As you mentioned, you know, drafting is sort of a key here at this Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I said before, hopefully everybody at home is staying safe from this COVID-19 and sitting back, enjoying watching this race. You know, in my schedule, you know, I'll be commentating some of the races as this season winds down, and you know, we fight for whoever will become the championship of the Xfinity Series, Cup Series, and Truck Series, which will be resuming this Sunday, I believe. I'm not sure what
That's
track.
right.
I believe it's Las Vegas, actually.
Trucks.
Yeah, trucks at Las Vegas. So stay tuned there, and make sure to make plans to sit down and watch the race, because for our Xbox users here, this is the closest to iRacing that we can get.
Yeah, that's right. We also got a really big race coming up in the Cup Series. We just went on to the round of 6. We have probably the 6 best drivers. I think, in the Cup Series in the round of 6. We got me, the 24 of Flat Colt or Mikey. We also got Jared. He's in 3rd place. Sparkly, Mr. Slide Job, and Team Swish. We've all combined. We've accounted for 21 of 25 wins in the Cup Series, which is over 80%, I believe. So, this is
it's
going
going
to
to
be
be
a crazy
fun.
tough.
It's going to be
Yeah.
fun commentating the next Cup race because the Cup drivers are heading to the roll hole. And talk
That's
about a
right.
track that's going to
Ugh.
be sending people
Oh,
to
a
the
bunch of cars into the
garage.
wall.
Oh, do we got a big wreck here in Kansas? Not quite sure. Trying to get back there.
No.
I don't see anyone around.
It looks like one car. It's one car.
Oh, boots
Sideways.
to asses.
I tell you
Doesn't
what,
look like
one of
he
the
has much
drivers that
damage,
are
though.
not doing particularly good here is FRA Johnny. He is just not doing anything. Way off pace from the pack, and ultimately, I don't believe he'll get a good finish here at Kansas. Got a few drivers in the pits because they... Good thing I set my setting to show something if I disconnect or something.
Side job will definitely be appreciative of that, because he likes to get the videos and streams that we stream for him and put them on their
Yeah, I
YouTube
mean,
channel.
Twitch is supposed to show it's supposed to show like 90 seconds. Like if I disconnect, it's supposed to show 90 seconds of something.
Yeah.
That's a... Well, I guess y'all are gonna have to catch me up on what has just happened.
Nothing much. Nothing really happened. They've been racing pretty much clean.
Is 24 still the leader?
I'm not looking at any other drivers besides Libert on my phone, because I'm looking at Zachary, which is one of the cars on pit road, just to kind of see the spread out field.
Yeah, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for those of whom were watching at home. My connection decided to go haywire. But we're back here at Kansas, and it looks like Flat Colt is still your leader. In other words, known as Mikey. How many laps do we got left in the stage?
Currently the start finish line. The 9 just got hit by the 00. They have 84 laps to go.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 84 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway.
I think the only thing, if
again,
you did disconnect mid pit stop when they did the caution, the 88 turned midnight peak because he was not happy with how he was racing them.
That'll be something to ask. That'll be something to ask him when we do post-race announces. Yeah. Is there another caution on the track?
I don't know, because there goes Merkel. I think it might be a manual.
Yeah. Caution here at Kansas. I didn't quite see what the caution was, but
I don't either. I don't see it.
again, I
It looks like
apologize,
everyone's
viewers at
coming.
home. I didn't expect my connection to go haywire.
It
It's
looks
just
like
one of those
Libert might be the
deals.
car getting his lap back.
Yeah.
And in
Doesn't
that case,
look
if
like
they didn't-
Slide Job is doing anything this time in pit road, so I guess whatever he had on that driver, it's kind of gone now, but we will make sure to see what that all was about for the post-race interviews. I'm assuming Slide Job is going to invite me for that, but I don't know.
Most likely. He'll invite one of us. Most likely you, since you have the stream up.
I did have the stream up.
Well, I mean, you still have a W, you just started a new one.
Yeah. I think he can go into his computer program and, like, you know, bridge the gap, like time.
Yeah. Most likely, I don't know how well he is with like, the YouTube. Because he may be able to, he might not be able to, I don't know. It does look like Libert is the one getting his lap back.
Alrighty, Libert getting his lap back. He is the free pass car here at Kansas Speedway. I'm not quite sure. We lost another co-host. Not sure if he's coming back. I'm sorry, not
I think he may
co-host,
have gotten off.
co-commentator.
This is it.
But,
Doesn't matter. I mean, technically the same thing
real
for it now.
right. But, they're doing their pace laps here for the caution.
Well, Slide Job is the first car on a lap down.
Yes.
So if we get another caution...
Attention to my viewers here, I just want to say, due to the fact that the connection issue happened, if you want to see the part 1 of the race, make sure just to go into my video archives, and the part 1 will be there. It won't say part 1, but you'll know that it's part 1 because this one is part 2, if anybody has just joined. So, with that out of the way, it looks like we're coming back to green flag here shortly for the final stage.
Libert is the one who got us lap back, yep. He is running 10th. I can't tell you if I'm thinking it is. It looks like it might be a red car. I think maybe the 71.
I tell you what, good thing that it didn't disconnect on the final lap.
Yeah. I've had one happen
Alrighty, it looks like
about 10 laps to go, and I couldn't get the stream back up in time for them to finish the race.
damn.
I think that was when they raced Talladega a couple weeks ago. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, we're still under caution here at Kansas Speedway. It looks like Flat Colt is either your second or first place driver, alongside with the number 71 car. Yeah. So once they get back to green, we will have a little ways to go in this race. But I'm sure the laps will tick down fast as it gets closer to the finish.
Apparently, Slide Job, yeah, he's not a lap down. Apparently, him and Libert got a lap back.
Alright, here we go. Green. Alright, green flag here at Kansas Speedway once again. 24 did not get a great start.
77 check up the 90 and the 00 a little bit.
Now my question is, did that car in front of the 24, did he get a fast start? Not sure if they do that in this league, but on my screen it looked like he kind of pulled off before the 24 did. We will see. I believe they do black flags in this league.
I think they do.
So we will see there. But regardless of the fact, we are back racing here at Kansas, and like I said before, if you want to check out part 1 of the race, just make sure to check my video archives. It should be there. You know, but I'm happy for everybody that's watching the stream right now. Sorry that I'm not really able to chat with you guys, you know, due to the commentating part of this, but you know, don't be scared to chat. Talk with each other. You know, criticize me. I don't care. It's all a community here on twitch.tv. Thanks to them for allowing me to stream this game. Alrighty. here at Kansas Speedway. 24 is slowly catching up with your leader, but he looks like he's fixing to get sandwiched. Who is that? It looks like that 32 car is on his way. I mean, he just went around that car really fast. I believe that's the 32 car of... Whoops, wrong button. Sparkly Marker is right there behind the 52 car in his beautiful 32 Chevy. You know, once this race is over with, we will make sure that we'll get... Oh! Was that lag or what? There's a wreck on the track. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
It involves Sparkly
Big wreck, big wreck.
Marker. Big wreck. It looked like
4 cars.
4 cars involved. Caution is out. It looked like a little bit of lag caused that one.
Looked like it was, I know it was Liver, I think, Midnight Pete, no, not Midnight Pete, whoever's in the 32 and the 88, and I couldn't tell who the other one was.
Man, I was just talking good about Sparkly Marker, and you know, there seems to be a curse on announcers. When they talk good about drivers or any sort of sport, it seems like they do something bad happens.
Yep.
But here we go again. Green coming here.
That is racing.
All right, everybody's on the lead lap here. 71 got a good restart. Oh my goodness,
Car in
you
the
got
grass. I think
52
it might be
in the
losing.
grass. Yeah, he didn't get such a good restart there, but 24 right on the back bumper of the 71. Will he try to pass him, or is he going to try to help him?
Based on how many laps we have left, which I'll tell you when we get back to the start-finish line, it'll definitely determine how well he's going to run. He's going to run him to help, or is he going to try to pass?
Oh, but he's getting help. Oh, Jesus.
71 laps to go.
Oh, man, somebody slid way down. I believe they got loose. They got knocked by one other car. There's no caution, no wreck. Yeah, Midnight Pete got super loose going down there.
It looked like he got a little help from somebody. Somebody hit him.
Alrighty. Oh, it looked like a car got into the wall. Not quite sure who it was, but it was the 90 car. My, oh my. But look at this lead pack here. They are all single file almost. It looks like the 24. Oh, is he going for the lead here, or is he pushing? No, it looks like he's pushing the car ahead of him, so he may be trying to, you know, save some fuel. He may be trying to save some fuel with drafting.
Keep it separated between, and so it'll be them two battling. So when it comes,
oh no, 24 goes to the side of the 71. It is too wide now.
Work.
It is not going to work, and I believe, oh, he got back in line. I thought he was going to lose some positions.
Not that 90 car is a little bit behind. I think we've got probably about a half a car length or a car length in between him.
Oh, 24 is trying to go for that lead again. So,
oh, the 71 to the wall.
Oh, 71 to the wall, and that gives 24 the lead here again at Kansas Speedway. But 71's trying to come back. Oh, block. Wow. Man, there may be some tempers there after the race, but Hopefully that wasn't intentional.
Probably just a block.
Yeah.
I've had blocks going wrong before. I mean, he didn't lose too many positions. He's still in fourth, and he's gaining back up onto the third place driver, Libert. Already on the back bumper.
Who is this trying to challenge our leader here of 24? It looks like the 90 car
90.
of...
Scurry.
Yeah. Scurry. Man, I tell you
Cosme
what.
Daddy gonna make a pass. Third. Basically a 5-car pack up at the lead. With Sparkly Marker making a pass for fourth.
Oh, that 90 car, it looks like he wants to pass the 24 car, but couldn't quite get there. As we can see, I believe all teamwork is out the window here on this final stage.
I think it's odd they're kind of already doing this with 64 laps to go.
Yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you another edition of, well, the first of part 2 of Turn It Up here. And why don't we go on board with our leader? Is there a caution on the track? I believe there is. They're slowing down, so I believe caution is out here at Kansas Speedway once again in the final stage. Not quite sure what the caution was, but we will definitely get you that info if we find out.
Like we're under caution.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went to go grab me a drink. That's dehydrated.
Yeah. Alrighty. That's the one thing about the commentating business, you have to stay hydrated.
Your voice will definitely get lost. I got a good point of view with Libert.
Yeah, 24 just smoked the 90 off the line here at Kansas on the final stage. I tell you what, you know, I think while Merkel was in here, he had a point about this 24 car possibly winning this thing. You know, he was saying, you know, that he's the best at Kansas, so, and he's definitely proving it. Man, I don't know what the heck he was doing. He tried to do a slide job. Yeah. I mean, jeez, that was an aggressive move. Why are these drivers doing such aggressive moves this early in the stage?
I think Libert might have a chance, potentially, if he can get a good run. He's been running about mid-pack the entire race until about now. When we had the good little bit, he got up to the top 5, so he was running 5th. He may be able to get up there and actually win this thing too.
You know, the one thing that I was kind of wondering, you know, when Slide Job turned that guy, you know, it would have been cool to be in their party to hear if there was any yelling at each other or anything like that.
Well, Slide Job doesn't yell unless they start yelling at him. He had an incident with Arlie because he does drive for Arlie. He had an incident with a driver and turned him when we were coming down pit road. Far through the grass.
You know, it could have been too that maybe it wasn't intentional, and just, you know, the car in front of him got on the brakes and he was coming, and it just ultimately spun him out.
It may have been that,
We will
but I
definitely
know he would have given him a bump. I know that. He was definitely going to try to give him a bump at least.
We will definitely find out in post-race interviews here coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that. As we wind down this stage, the final stage of the race to determine the winner here at Kansas. My compadre here will let us know how many laps are left as soon as they cross the line here.
We have 54 laps.
Yeah, so we still have a long ways to go. 24 is still in the lead. And I believe that car behind him is that the 90 of...
No, it's 00.
Oh, it's the 00 car, alright.
Libert.
Sometimes it's hard to tell because some of these paint schemes look the same when you're, you know, a long ways away.
Yeah, true.
No, and I'm wondering if I'll be able to find out if it showed something, you know, when I watch my stream over later. Not quite sure if it only shows the viewer something or if it actually captures it on the stream.
It definitely looks like that 24 is definitely most likely going to run away with this lead. Unless that 00 can pull something off. Is there about half a second in between those two drivers?
Yeah, definitely. 24 is having a heck of a race. Let's see. We go back in the pack. Man, number 32 is just really falling off the pace after a lot of contact happened earlier. Yeah, but I mean, he's been up there running a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find Mr. Slide Job.
He's running 4th.
There he is. He's running 4th. And I tell you what, you know, if he could get some momentum, he's another driver that could possibly win this race. He definitely showed it at Chicagoland. I didn't think he was going to win that race, and then boom, pop goes the weasel. He just appeared out of nowhere and won it, stole it away at Chicago. So, you know, definitely that could happen here at Kansas since the length of this track is pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's...
You know, that's got to be a benefit, racing in two different series, you know.
Yeah.
You know, one series you're at Chicagoland, and then, you know, the Xfinity, you're like, oh, right, man, another mile and a half, you know. It definitely, you know, it definitely improves your chances if you're at a track that you really like. And, you know, the 24 car, I tell you what, you know, with him pulling away with this lead, needless to say, I bet you this is his favorite track. As Slide Job tapped the wall a little bit there, but, you know, 24 car, I bet you this is his favorite track. It has to be at least one of his favorite tracks.
He's about a second ahead of that second place car. 0.9.
Yeah.
So
right now, the
big little
field,
lead.
there's not much happening. You know, not much to
5
really
laps to go.
show. Yeah, so it you know, it's really stringed out here at Kansas. Not much to. There's nothing that makes us say wow as announcers because it gets so stringed out here.
But it looks like Cross Me Daddy may be able to get up to Libert now. He's right there at him. And Libert's gonna run low. That is not a good decision to make unless he's actually trying to this time, which he is. Libert is pitting this time. Might be a good call.
It may be, or it may not be. We will see as this race winds down.
We'll still have probably about one or two more pit stops in this race with 47 laps to go. Now 46, run through the line.
You know, it's quite hilarious. I think NASCAR Heat 4 is roasting COPD patients because you look in the corner there by the Toyota sign, it says COPD. Or, well, it's a sun symbol, but it looks like O. That's a little bit off topic anyways. Like I said, I'm sorry if we go off topic or something like that. There's really not much happening in this race at the moment.
And we're not professionals.
Yeah, we're not professionals either, so, you know, if you're expecting a Mike Joy or Rick Allen, you're definitely not at the right place.
That's a definite. Very true. 44 laps to go because Libert is a lap down because he pit.
Alright, our
And it looks
leader
like
is
our leader's
coming into
down
pit
the road
road.
this
Yes, he is. Indeed, we called it at the same time. See, we are good announcers after all. Just kidding, we're not. But
Libert's gonna get his lap back.
we will see. I bet you 24 has a plan. And you know,
Likely.
be honest with you, if he still has the lead with 15-10 to go, he's most likely going to be your winner unless something incredible happens.
The only thing he's got to worry about is not lagging out of this race, basically.
Not lagging out or a caution.
I mean, he's definitely
But
been
even
the
with
most dominant car, so. And it looks like he will be your leader coming through this.
Well, just to reiterate, just to just to restate what I was saying about the caution, I meant like if he gets involved in a wreck.
Oh yeah. Liver was so close to making it for the lead. He is right there.
Oh, is
on
that
his
car
bumper.
behind him fighting for the lead, or is he just
Oh yeah,
a lap
that is
car?
a lead car. That is Libert. He was the one who pitted early. About 2 laps before
Oh wow,
everybody
he.
else. This
Damn,
strategy did
man,
pay
that's
off
it.
because he pulled it from a second to 0.1.
Man, I tell you what, that's got to be making the 24 car a little bit nervous, but, you know, based off of what we've seen, yeah, it looks like he's pulling away from the 00 car now.
Yeah, fresher tires.
Yeah. But he definitely, the 00 tried to take a shot there, and it didn't quite pay off as he liked, so... as we speak right now, it looks like the 24 car is definitely the car to beat here at Kansas Speedway.
That's the definite. Looks like Cross Me Daddy is getting a good little bit. Oh, the double stairs into the wall. Going to lose second to Cross Me Daddy. Now it's about 2 seconds off the leader.
You know,
And that
another
was
thing
not
that
good.
could possibly change things around here is if, you know, 24 makes a slight mistake, you know, by hitting the wall or something like that could definitely change things, but
Oh yeah.
the way he's been driving tonight, you know, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
I definitely think Cross Me Daddy may have something if we get it for him if we get a restart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If he's been the one that's been able to keep up with him all day.
By the way, viewers, don't pay attention to the live race lineup. That's just glitching out right now. Not everybody is 00.
Well, that only says that because they're all customers.
Yeah.
Liberty now is almost 3 seconds behind the leader.
It just shows you, you know, when you hit the wall here at Kansas, it really ruins your day because now you got to play catch up, and with a 24 car as dominant as he is, you know, your chances of winning this slowly diminishes. And, you know, I've seen races before where it's come down to a wire and, you know, a driver needed to win it but couldn't quite get it, and, you know, it broke their heart. But,
That happened to
it's
me
just
in
like
our
my
truck series league. We were racing at Daytona. I almost won the race. Wasn't quite able to get to the leader. Definitely broke my heart because I was so close to beating him. So yeah, that's the definite. When you lose something like that, it hurts, especially if it's a close call.
See, the one thing, you know, that's going to be really intense as, you know, we move on to Sunday's race with the Truck Series at Las Vegas. You know, it's not going to be as separated as it is here, you know, because that track has a lot more to it than Kansas does.
It definitely looks like that 71 might be gaining a little bit on that 24.
It could be. I mean, they're both running the high line. And, you know, I know some people may be saying that we're just focused on the leaders here, but, you know, there's not really quite anything else happening in the pack. So right now it's really all eyes on the leader here as that second play. Oh, my God, he got a big run.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely catching. He is right up on him.
Well, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he hit the wall.
I think he
or
might
if
be
that
trying
was a
to
glitch.
Definitely, I think he definitely hit the wall because he lost all that time he just gained. Pit stops might be coming around soon.
Well, it looked like the 24's car got a little bit upset there going on the high line.
Yeah, that'll definitely happen here and there.
Look at that, man. I tell you what, the 71 is giving the 24 a run for its money. I mean, he's doing all he can. And
33 laps to go, and there's a battle for third between Slide Job and Lillard. Looks like the 88 might be able to run away with it.
Indeed, I tell you what, Slide Job, he may be the spoiler of all parties here for these two if he can catch him. It seems like the 71, see, the 71 is doing good. He's not racing the leader hard. He's not trying to get side by side because he knows that Slide Job is a-coming.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like a third car might be trying to join that battle for third. Oh, not a good move going to the bottom. Could not get any ground. Oh, he's pitting. Never mind. Should have saw that coming. And he's fitting this time.
That 71
so
car, I
is
tell
mine.
you what, he could pass him in this turn if he gets a good run.
Oh, definitely. But he might want to try to get side by side with him first on the straightaways, so then he can actually pull a Slide Job and actually get past.
Oh man, here we go. Oh man, it looked like it was getting tight there. Man, look at this. This is incredible racing.
Let's see if this early pit stop paid off for that 00.
It kind of looks like they're drafting at Talladega. Here he goes for the lead. 71 side by side with 24. Will he get
Look
there?
like he might. He's getting side by side with him.
Oh!
Didn't make it.
Dang. Man, it
Needs to
looked
go-
like he was going to get a lead there for a second, but nope.
Couldn't get it
No
off the corner.
cigar.
That side got the better run off the corner. He might need to move that 24 for that high line if he gets up to him. It's a Mustang versus a Camaro. That's definitely the biggest battle in NASCAR.
The one thing about NASCAR, Toyota has it at like some of the super speedways, but besides that, maybe a few short tracks. It's all about the Ford and Camaro.
Unless it's Cup, usually it's Toyota or Ford taking the lead. Now at
I'll
least.
tell you what, he's trying everything he can. You know what it may come down to here, Saxy, is pitting, you know.
Oh yeah. It looks like both of them might
Oh,
be pitting
20,
this
they're
time.
both pitting right now. Whew, man, that was close.
I thought they were about to make
Imagine if
contact with that.
24... Yeah, I know, I was about to say that. What if 24 got spun around there? That would have been... He would have been so mad.
Oh yeah, and he definitely would have not. He may have been able to get back up to the 71, but I say he wouldn't have been able to. That 71 has definitely been one of the dominant cars, along with that 24.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is the race right here. Whoever gets off of pit road first is definitely, you know. See who gets off of pit road here. It looks like the 71 is actually going to get off first.
No.
Oh my
side
god.
Side by side.
Oh,
He's getting sideways.
doing some drifting. Man.
That 71
Talk
took
about
it
two
through.
competitive.
71 had a better pit stop, but it looks like that 24 is trying to push him up a little bit.
Man, I tell you what, I think it's going to come down to the 24 and
71.
71, yeah. I don't see
Yeah, 24 is
anybody
what I'm
else,
trying
you
to
know. Slide Job was in third, I believe, but he's nowhere to be seen with these two.
Well, I think he's the person who just pit just then. Oh no, that was Ben that peak, never mind. Slide Job is running 5th right now. Libert has taken 3rd back.
Here we go, 24 trying to get the lead. He's been so dominant today at Kansas. It would be a heartbreaker if he loses this race to the 71. Here we go, 24 going for the lead. Here we go. Talk about dominant.
He's definitely
car.
going to get it this time. He's definitely got it.
Oh,
yeah, he's got it. He's got to pull a
there
Slide
it
Job. Will he
was.
get put in the wall?
Oh, still side by
backs off a
side.
little bit.
There we go. Alrighty.
71 might pull it to him though, or bump him.
I'll tell you what, I think this is all the marbles here. Depends on how many laps are left in this race. I'm not quite sure.
I'll tell you, once it's the start-finish line, which he's about 2 or 3 seconds behind the leaders. We have, oh, it didn't show, really? Game.
I'm sure we're down to the last couple of laps. I mean,
Oh, that's a definite.
it's got to be, maybe 15 to 10 laps to go.
Yeah, these leaders are most likely, if anything happens, if the caution comes out, it is most likely going to be one of them wrecking the other one on accident. Because of how hard they are trying to run each other through this.
Yeah, this lap car right here, this car in front of them may pay tribute to messing them up.
23 laps to go.
Ooh, man, we were way off.
Well, I mean, we've been focusing on these cars.
I know. It feels like the race is about to be over with these two cars racing as hard as they are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks like the 71 is going to get... Aw, he hit the wall ever so slightly. He almost had that high side and would have gotten it.
Man, I tell you what, man, if I was the leader now, I would not leave that high side.
Oh, that's a definite. I'd say running as close to the wall without hitting it. Just to make sure there's no room.
Because like we've said before here, Kansas high line is the way to go. The only time you should go low is when they're going low right here past the stop. Oh, 71. Man, I tell you what, he keeps on trying to take that high line away, and it's just not working.
He's getting cut off. That's the definite. Oh, it looks like he's going low.
Oh, boy.
He probably doesn't want to go as low as he might. He might pull a slide jump on him. He does. The 24 is going to make
Oh,
a
my,
crossover.
but 24 pulled a slide job. Oh, my God.
What a crossover
Man,
by the
I'll tell you.
24.
Damn. I mean, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a race to knock your socks off.
Glad I'm not wearing any socks right now.
You know, I just ran out of water.
My drink already ran out like probably about 10 minutes ago. I just shoved it.
I had that water bottle for like just about the whole race. And I tell you what, you know, the last thing that these drivers want to see is a caution to restack the field.
Oh yeah, 19 laps to go. Looks like they will have to make one more pit stop.
And I tell you what, that 71 is trying everything that he can possibly can, but you know, with the 24 being so dominant today, I just don't see what he can possibly do different.
Oh, I'll definitely be running into him. That'd be different and might cause some little anger, but we've had that in our league for stage wins. One of my
Yeah,
drivers
definitely.
actually, with Scurry and VB
Yeah.
actually. Scurry was running side by side with somebody and he got put in the wall for the stage win. He quit the race after that. Just letting you know that.
I tell you what, this race is definitely lasting longer than I thought it would.
It'll be 2 hours. Exactly, or
Seemed like
maybe
the
a
cup
little
race
bit
was
around it.
shorter.
Well, that's because they're faster. If you hear something, it's water. Or my grandmother talking.
Man, 71 hit the wall a little bit, and you know, at this point, you cannot hit the wall. It's just, you hit the wall. Yeah, look at the separation. They definitely hit the wall. Oh, is there a caution out?
Let me check. I just got some water.
Caution is out. Oh my God.
This could be a game changer for everybody, because everybody's gonna have to pit.
Oh, this is something that the two leaders did not want to see.
It looks like it's a
Wow, I
manual
tell you
caution. It's
what.
manual caution.
Wow.
This is not what
That-
they wanted. At all.
Oh,
I just got me some
Oh,
water to make
man.
sure. I spilled some on my pants. Great.
man, I tell you what, it's going to come down to pit stops here as... Oh, there's a little bit of contact between the
Oh, there goes
71 and
the 90
24.
almost sideways.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. You see, I was saying, you know, the Mr. Slidejog could possibly win the race. This is exactly how it happened at Chicagoland. So watch out for his pit stop.
2 cars side by. Oh, jeez.
That was a glitch. That wasn't realistic.
I know, but it's always fun to watch the glitches in pit red if everybody just is slamming into each other.
Yeah, does it actually like cause them damage and actually wreck them?
No.
Man, look at number 24 got off first. Jeez, that was close.
But
That
here's
was
the thing:
close.
what if he picks that low line, which he most likely won't? That look based on whatever lane he picks is gonna basically determine who's getting the lead. Because if he gives
Yeah.
up that outside line, that 71 could take it. And slide job starting 4th will definitely be a big issue for them.
I
That
could,
double
I could
zero is
totally
back up.
see, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, hold on to your hats and boots here, as they would say in Texas. But we ain't there. We're in Kansas.
Don't know that place very well.
Yeah, but
Southern.
it, the one thing that could happen here is, you know, these drivers get too aggressive, and it just causes a big one here at Kansas, which,
Oh yeah.
you know, that could end somebody's day pretty quick. Are we coming up for the green flag here? I believe
Looks
we
like
are.
it.
All right, here we go. Green flag in the air. Not quite sure how many
24,
laps to go.
great start, but the 7th one not so much.
Oh man, that is a total killer.
Looks like
Who's that trying
43
to?
putting
Is that
it in.
slide job?
Slide job is not right there, but that's the 43 of Jared. Jared might be able to put something in here.
Man, I tell you what, that one car that's on the low lane, it is just not working. He's getting freight trained.
Oh yeah.
And he can't get back up high either.
Oh yeah, he's blocked off right now. He's got to make sure he gets something. Car spinning on the inside. 2 cars, 3 cars.
Oh my, here's a big one at Kansas. Not quite sure if I can. Oh, it looks like sparkly markers involved.
They might be racing to the green flag, and then there's going to be a caution, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, if there's no caution for that, then there's some questioning here for the league.
Oh yeah, that's a definite, because that was multiple cars. Oh, they're backing off, yeah, manual caution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cross Me Daddy did not get a good start, fell back to 4th.
Did you
With that
catch
double
any
zero?
other cars that were involved? Is it the number 12?
I think it may have been the 12. I saw three or 2 cars on the inside, one spinning out, one in the grass, and the other one on the apron. Looks like everybody's coming down pit road, even though they just pitted. Those fresh tires.
Was the 00 involved there, or
No,
is
he's
that
running
just
second.
damage from... Okay, so that's just damage from earlier.
Previous incidents.
Man, I tell you what. Oh man, I tell you what, the 24 is really getting close to being turned on pit road every time.
If that happens, that'll definitely be a day breaker for him.
He's probably hoping that this is the last pit stop that he'll have to do.
Well, now that we're winding down with like 12 laps to go, coming down to 11. Now we're down to 11 laps. It'll definitely most likely be one of the last few.
There's 2 cars around, the 00 and the 43.
Just a glitch.
I think that's just a
That's all it is.
glitch, yeah. But is the 00 going to get off before the 24? Oh, wow.
Nice. 00, great pit stop.
Man, I tell you what.
I hope they can finish this race before my phone dies. My phone's at 8%, I don't have a charger in it.
I just hope this finishes so I can get to the freaking post-race interviews. This is going to be exciting.
But it looks like Scurry
really
didn't pit. Scurry MVP did not pit and will be your leader.
Oh my. Man, I tell you what, if the 24 does not win this race, he's going to be mad. Super mad.
Scurry may have pulled a race-winning decision. That 00 might be able to get it.
We'll see. It depends, though. These guys may have newer tires than he does.
Oh, he does. He didn't pit, but everybody else did. Everybody else. He is the only car that stayed out.
They're deciding to go another lap under caution, so we'll probably
There's
have
another car
10
down
to
pit road.
9 laps to go. Yeah.
It'll be 9 laps
So
to go
when
when they
we-
cross the start-finish line.
Yeah, so we may not be going back to restart with until like 7 or 6 laps to go. It's definitely going to be a shootout.
This will definitely be a day breaker if Scurry holds up. Flat Colt. Because
I just don't see it happening. The way that the 24 car has been so dominant today.
Yeah, but he's gotta hope that 90 car gets a good restart. It doesn't hold him up. That 90 does not get a good restart. That'll definitely.
You would have
hurt him.
thought that yeah.
00 better be happy that he's got an outside line right now. He's got to get a good restart here. Looks like they most likely will be going green this lap.
Here we go. Green flag coming out here at Kansas Speedway.
And 00, terrible restart.
Oh my goodness. He had a good pit stop, but a terrible restart.
That 24's got to hope he gets something good for that 90 car.
Oh man, I tell you what.
That 90 car
right on the back bumper.
Energy.
But 24 is right on his back bumper. Here comes the rest of the field behind him too.
Slide job running fourth, and the 00 in fifth right behind him. Slide job into the wall.
Oh, slide job into the wall. Oh!
Jared!
Man, he looked like...
low.
Oh, man. Tell you what, for any viewers that are joining, this is definitely an exciting race, I advise you.
00 taking it low. I don't know why I'm screaming. This is just exciting now. Seven laps to go. Oh, 90 into the wall.
Oh, crash!
Oh,
the car around.
Sideways.
Oh, no.
Libbert is your leader, and they're under caution.
Oh, no. Was that the 24 sideways?
The 24 has just lost his race.
Whoa. It's like we said here, ladies and gentlemen, Kansas can throw a huge curveball, and unfortunately, 24 bit the dust there.
And the 00, after having a terrible restart, is back up in the lead.
Man, but I mean, does this open the door up for Slide Job and company?
Potentially. Those top four drivers were like, that entire field was stacked up and running side by side through the corners.
Man,
Big
24 is in the back of the pack.
Positions.
Man, I tell you what, if the 24 wants to win this race, he's just going to have to fly through the field.
Oh yeah, he's got to make sure he does not cause anything.
Oh, another wreck! Is that the 24 again? There's another caution out at Kansas.
Oh jeez. Nah, it
Man.
may have been. He's up in 10th, and he's pitting. Lil Uzi gonna be starting second if he doesn't pit.
Mr. Slide Job right next to Johnny here. Not quite sure if Johnny's on the... Well, he's got to be on the lead lap now.
Everybody's on the lead lap.
Yeah.
This is definitely most likely going to go to overtime.
Man, I never saw the day that there would be a lot of cautions, man. Remember in the first stage, I predicted no cautions at all.
There's one caution in that first stage.
Who's in the lead right now?
Big Bill and Graham right next to Libbert. Double zero got thrown high.
Oh, contact between the 00 and 88. Oh, around big one. Oh. Was the 24 involved in that one as well?
I don't think he was. No caution.
No caution? Are you serious?
No caution.
That was a two. That was more than 2 cars.
That
Oh,
was three.
this league is gonna get. This league is gonna get questioned if they don't slow down coming to this flag.
Oh yeah, they're slowing down. It looks like maybe. Oh no, they're not. They're just slide
Oh
job.
wow.
Oh yeah, I think they are slowing down a little bit. Oh no, they're not.
I don't know. I
They're
haven't.
not slowing
Slide job
down.
hasn't gotten to the line yet. Slide job's into the wall.
A lot of cars are.
Oh boy! Slide job going into the grass. He's going
Cross
for
Me
a spin.
Daddy
There's
wins
another
the race
wreck.
with Libbert finishing second.
Wow.
What a disappointing race for that 24. Dominant all race, but then loses it to a wreck.
I just
Cross Me
realized there's
Daddy.
no cautions with 5 laps to go. I just realized that.
Cross Me Daddy able to do it. He was the one running up the entire time, battling with that 24. The 71 has won the race.
Wow. What a disappointing day for 24. He had it in the bags. And
Oh
then
yeah.
those cautions came out.
He was involved
Oh,
in two
that...
of them.
Man, that is a heartbreaking loss. Man, I tell you what. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the post-race interviews here. Hopefully I'll get an invite.
Yeah. Hopefully both of us do so we can actually.
Yeah.
That was definitely a hard hit for those drivers.
Damn. I mean, that is just unbelievable. He had it in the bag. 24 did. I mean, he had
really
it.
did. He messed it up with a wreck.
He messed it up with his pit stop, actually.
Oh yeah, sure. Him that double zero got a good pit stop compared to him. Got the pass for the lead.
Wow, man. Let me see if I can contact Slide Job, see if he's gonna
I just
invite me to the
I
post.
just messaged him to tell us give us an invite to the party.
Yeah.
That was a really good last few laps. Definitely heartbreak for that 24 driver. Had
It
it in the
really
bag.
was. There he is. All right, invite. Stay tuned for the post-race interview. Give me just a...
Alright, so I think the farthest
Yep.
back we got here is.
That was insane, those last few laps.
That was incredible. I mean, that is just... The 24 had it in the bag, man. He really did.
Anymore. Alright, why don't you interview Mr. Johnny in 9th place?
Who,
Or,
me or Sexy?
yeah, you want to do that? Either one of
Oh.
you, I don't care.
I'll let you do
Alright,
it since you got the stream.
Yeah. Alright, Johnny, you had... It seemed like a disappointing race from my point of view, but you can definitely tell it from your point of view. But how do you think your race went, and what do you think you could have did better?
Honestly, race went better than I thought it would have. And finishing it back, that's a good point. That's a good plus. I just couldn't find a setup for the track, and then it just seemed like my car was off for tonight. I really didn't have nothing else.
Alrighty, well, hopefully, see you in another race, that definitely it will go better for you.
Yeah, man, I'll definitely be back
Alright.
next week.
Saxy, why don't you take Scurry 8th place?
Alright, Scurry, you had a decent car. You were didn't pit towards that end. Looked like you were going to be a good contender for the race. What happened?
All right,
I want to
Art.
interview the winner.
Yeah,
by
you
the way.
can. Why don't you take
Alright.
Upcountry 7th place?
Alright, Upcountry, you finished 7th place in this wild and wacky Kansas race. You know, what do you think you could have did better, and you know, what have you learned from a wacky race like this one?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a up and down race for me. A little bad luck there at the end. I actually got a black flag there. I was lucky enough to catch a caution. I mean, I don't think I could have done anything else better. I got really lucky there at the end, coming off turn 4. I might have got another spot there, but I think it was Slide to beat me there too. I'll take a 7th place and be happy with it, considering the last 2 weeks.
Alrighty, Upcountry Bullet. Well, like you said, you know, you'll take that place, and hopefully, you know, the next race will be a little bit better for you.
All right, how about? Let's see, the next one would be. Oh, that's blurry as fuck. That'd be me in 6th place, actually.
Well, I guess
I
I'll do
want to
your
take
interview. Well,
I
you
mean,
can
do
do
you
it.
want to do a co on this one?
I guess so, but I mean, the main thing I wanted to ask him was, what happened on that pit road incident?
Okay.
I saw you get together with somebody.
Which pit road?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I think it was you in Midnight. I saw you
I know
just heard him.
exactly